went for 10 in the last one as well. So it was 2 overs, 20 runs. Seeing the keeper up, obviously he's not fast. The moment we saw the keeper up, I looked at Mazhar, our stats person, and asked him, has he got any stumpings as a seam bowler? And he's got one. So there's also a good reason for Mr. Rahim to be at the stumps.
All you're doing is weighing up three things. One, is an edge likely to come to you, and therefore you didn't want to be back. Two, am I going to change the rhythm of the batsman and upset him if I come up to the stumps? Then there's a case for it. And three, does he overbalance or advance, and therefore do I have a stumping chance? They're the three main considerations. The bowler has to be happy too. Some bowlers consider it rather an affront. If they think they've got a bit of pace, they don't like it much. But the smart bowlers, and this guy, Ashraf Mumtaz, is certainly one of those, would understand the reason for it and clearly back the keeper, may even ask the keeper for it.
Just love this in our coverage. Not only does it give you the name of the fielder, a lot of people would be reminded about where cover is and mid-on, mid-wicket.
Twelve gone now, it's 73 for no wicket.
Shaigun Milk Moisture আর বেলি সুবাস আপনাকে দেবে ফ্রেশ এন্ড ইয়াঙ্গার লুকিং স্কিন। মেরিল মিল্ক এন্ড বেলি সুপার, ফ্রেশ মানে সুন্দর।
আমি সব ত্যাগ করতে পারি, তোমাদের ভালোবাসা আমি ত্যাগ করতে পারি না।
এই এটা আবার কি নাম্বার?
রবি নিল ইচ্ছে ডানা, আছে নম্বর গোপন রেখে রিচার্জের সুবিধা। রবি উদ্যমী এই বাংলাদেশকে সার্ভো জানায় সেলুট। সার্ভো ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়ান অয়েল।
Depends on this fellow.
Just a little more on Shakib Al Hasan, who's had a sensational tournament with the bat. Scores of 75, 64, 121, 124 not out, 41, 51. That's just incredible. But then his bowling gets slightly sort of in the glare of his batting, it gets a little hidden. Just to give you an idea about Shakib Al Hasan, the bowler, I just mentioned that he's completed his 10 overs in 4 of the 6 matches. In test matches, he's got 18 5-wicket hauls, 18 5-wicket hauls, and the next highest for Bangladesh is Mehdi Hasan with Mehdi Hasan, the off-spinner, with 7 5-wicket hauls. So it tells you Shakib Al Hasan's contribution to Bangladesh cricket. I'm so glad that finally he's got this pinnacle on a world stage. The numbers have always been there.
I wouldn't have left Mehdi out now. I think he could have bowled down here beneath us, Shakib down at that far end of the ground. I think Mehdi's got control and a great brain for it. A bunch of medium paces, rotating at about the same speed. Batsman gets set. I think they've all got scared by this boundary, rather than thought how best to use their spinner, considering there is that boundary. We're bound to see some off-spinners from Mossadegh. It is no Mahedi anyway. 13 gone, 74 for no wicket.
পেপসোডেন্ট নিয়ে এলো কয়লা ও লেবুর শক্তিতে প্রাকৃতিক উপাদানের এক দারুণ কম্বিনেশন, যা ফিরিয়ে আনে আপনার ন্যাচারাল সাদা দাঁত। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
বাড়ির বড় সাহেব, সেই মর্নিং ওয়াক থেকে শুরু, সারাদিন কত কাজ।
তাই এমন ছোট্ট সেলিব্রিটি কমফোর্টের জন্যই নিউ কেয়ার ডাইপার। এর অধিক শোষণ ক্ষমতা শিশুকে রাখে শুষ্ক, আর নরম ক্লথ লাইক ব্যাকশিট দেয় অনেক আরাম। নিউ কেয়ার ডাইপার, সারা রাত আরামে, সারাদিন ফুরফুরে।
বিশ্বাস আর আস্থায় ফ্রান্সের টোটাল এলপি গ্যাস।
And more than most around the world, not more than in subcontinent, of course. Tremendous support.
Right. Forgive me for harping on Lokesh Rahul, but these are his dismisses in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. Just hitting the ball a bit too hard. I see all of them lobbing into the inner ring, just playing through the line, ball finding the gap. There again, hitting a bit too hard, hard hands, slightly slow pitches. But the real story of Rahul is that he's got starts. Can understand somebody failing before getting their eyes in. But Rahul is about a guy who's now batting at the top of the order, and those are his scores: 26, 11, 57, 30. That's why Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are also feeling the pressure. Shikhar Dhawan played 2 matches, got 100 in one of those. So that's something Rahul needs to work at. And I guess Mayank Agarwal in the squad is for this exact reason, to see how Rahul develops as an opener in this tournament. Yeah, just have a look at his one-day record, Lokesh Rahul. So much spotlight on Dhoni and the others. And Kedar Jadhav dropped today, and the time has come for him to convert his class into run. Now this is one-day international. The average is pretty good, but strike rate of 70 in today's cricket is just not good enough. In fact, just about 71.
I'm still thinking about Rohit Sharma's average, 20 points higher than KL Rahul. Average is 58 in his career in one-day international cricket as an opening batsman. I mean, you'd think you'd get a few little jaffers that pitch middle and hit off, or you nick something that bounced, or what of course he does, but it is well, it's just a sparkling career performance as an opener. I know he hasn't always opened, but as an opener he averages all but 58. Unbeaten with 42 today from 40 balls. He's way above anybody else. There's some great names on the list, the sort of Amlers and Warners and company, but there you go, all but 58. Gosh, Amla, Sachin Tendulkar at 48.2, Brian Lara, 52 times he opened. I'm surprised it's that many. Tilakaratne Dilshan, that's a great effort. Terrific player, not spoken about in the same breath too often as Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara, but a brilliant, brilliant player. A real destructor of anybody slightly below par. 78 for no wicket.
যখন তখন স্পোর্টস 7 দিন মেয়াদে 3 GB এখন মাত্র 108 টাকায়। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
উদ্যমী এই বাংলাদেশকে সার্ভো জানায় সেলুট। সার্ভো ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়ান অয়েল। হার না মানা দৃঢ়তায় আমরা এগিয়ে যাই নতুন দিনের প্রতিশ্রুতিতে, আর বিশ্বাসের সাথে বলি হাল ছিল না বাংলাদেশ। জিপিএইচ ইস্পাত, দৃঢ়তার প্রতিশ্রুতি। সাদিয়া বন্ধে আবেশে হারাবে মন। দুধের সব গুণাগুণ নিয়ে 3টি মজাদার স্বাদে প্রাণ লাচ্ছি।
Oh, he started very well, Shakib. He's having quite a tournament to dream of. If Shakib had said to himself before this tournament started, this is what I would like it to be, well, it's pretty much been there. Dare I say a little bit more, lots of turn too. What a player. And he's gone towards that short boundary. He's cleared it easily. Rocked on the back foot very quickly. He's gone on to 49.
after 4 overs, only 9 runs scored, 4 delivered. He knows that also, Shakib Al Hasan. He put it anywhere he wanted to. 79 meters, but that's the shortest boundary. A pretty good shot. Goes all the way.
Every shot that Rohit Sharma plays, Tamim Iqbal is thinking, what did I do there? It's an easy catch. Rohit Sharma catches in the deep. World Cup games, it's a story that hurts Bangladesh. 50 for Rohit Sharma. 5th time he's gone past 50 in this World Cup. He's played some sumptuous shots today. Hardly a day goes by when you can say Rohit Sharma's got runs and they haven't been attractive.
It's lovely to watch, especially when I saw Rohit Sharma. 50 of 45. Driving on the up with the turn. There is a bit of a turn. What an excellent innings it is turning out to be for India and Rohit Sharma.
It's a huge game this for Bangladesh. It's a game they simply must win. And every time Bangladesh have come into a big game against India, they've run into Rohit Sharma. His average, his performances against Bangladesh in crunch games have been extraordinary. First expensive over that he's bowled today. 9 off it. It's 87 for no loss.
সুজুকি পাওয়ার প্লে অফারে এখন থাকছে সুজুকি জিক্সারে 18,000 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও সুজুকি হায়াতে 20,000 টাকা ক্যাশ বোনাস, সাথে পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় হেলমেট একদম ফ্রি।
প্রতি চুমুকে বাংলাদেশের সেরা আশিনা আমের রিফ্রেশিং স্বাদ ট্রপিকানা ফ্রুটস, বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর জুস ব্র্যান্ডের একটি পণ্য। ক্যাপ খোলো, খাও, রিফ্রেশ হয়ে যাও। ট্রপিকানা ফ্রুটস এখন বাংলাদেশে।
You'd have thought that Virat Kohli would be in that list. I won't be surprised if he isn't. We just rate him so differently from everybody else that he hasn't got 100. We start to wonder. He's batted beautifully in this World Cup, though, is Virat at the moment. It's Rohit Sharma. Interesting, Athar, that we're in the 16th over. Is Rubel a sort of mid-overs, late-overs specialist?
Well, it usually comes in the middle part of the innings, and it's also important for someone like Mashrafi Murtaza how comfortable he feels when he can introduce someone like a Rubel Hussain. He's also been practicing to get a bit of reverse, so probably in the later half, that's what Mashrafi Murtaza would be thinking about. It's a good little period apart from the last over for Bangladesh. Only got themselves to blame because they nearly had Rohit Sharma when he was batting at 9, but he played some glorious shots since then.
Nearly had Rohit Sharma. Bangladesh have heard that before. This was the first 6. And then thereafter he played some sumptuous shots. Really good to watch. The 3 sixes and all, that was the one that Tamim Iqbal put down. The cover drive is probably the best of them all.
It's about creating pressure. And when you have someone like Rohit Sharma and with KL Rahul batting together, look what he has done so far in the World Cup. 122 not out, 144 against South Africa, 57 against Australia, then a big one against England and Pakistan. And once again, into his groove.
Only twice really has he failed in 8 innings. This time it's KL Rahul. When he goes the distance, he's very attractive shot maker once he gets set. He's got on to 38. Now you'll see many more.
Even though the keeper, Mushfiqur Rahim, is standing behind the stance, you can't afford to bowl short. It's too short, too easy for someone like Kehar Rawal to put it away for the distance, the maximum.
He's struggling today, Mashrafi. In his fifth over, none for 33. He's only got 1 wicket in this World Cup. Now in the gap. Should be 3, if not more, as the ball runs down. 3. He's noticeably slower than he was. You can expect that as you come to the tail end of your career. But when you're captain, you've only taken 1 wicket. Then you're vulnerable, and India have used that vulnerability well. It's targeted him. That's why I wondered about Rubel, because Bangladesh have used Saifuddin and Mashrafi Murtaza inside the power play. Just check, Saifuddin's only ever opened bowling 7 times for Bangladesh. So it's a bit surprised. Of that over for Mashrafi. It's 97 for no loss from 16.
ডালো ক্যাপ্টেন ক্যালসিয়াম প্রোটিন আয়োডিন ও ভিটামিন সমৃদ্ধ পুষ্টিকর দুধের সাথে আছে চকলেটি স্বাদ। আপনার অ্যাকাউন্টে পর্যাপ্ত ব্যালেন্স নেই।
রবি নিয়ে এলো ইচ্ছে ডালা, থাকছে অফারের যোগ্য এমার্জেন্সি বিনে। রবি ওপেন আপ উইথ প্রণব। আমি চিত্তে, আমি অটল, আমি আপন লক্ষ্যে অবিচল। জিপিএইচ ইস্পাত, দৃঢ়তার প্রতিশ্রুতি।
Current rate 303. They've got wickets in hand, so it's looking a bit grim for Bangladesh at this stage. 52 of 48. Rohit Sharma. KL Rahul's gone to 41. Very important that he scores runs here as for the bigger battles ahead. Bowler appealed.
Yeah, only the bowler. Shakib Al Hasan appealing. Striking man outside the off stump also.
Oh, good stop. I think he's safe 4 there.
Yeah, Shabir Rahman, very good in that position. It was a very good shot. Certainly saved the boundary had it gone past him. With the timing of the dive. It's so very crucial for Bangladesh, even though India has got a really good start, to ensure that they can do something different there. There you go, Shabir Rahman, run saved in 2 matches. Overall, how do you create pressure on Rohit and Rahul by bowling dot deliveries? There was a little period just before the last over from Mashrafi Murtaza where they restricted the batsman not even to pick up boundaries, also not to rotate the strike. I think that is the key. Again, well bowled. So he's bowled really well. You just wonder whether both teams missed a trick or two by not picking an extra spinner, because both teams have taken out a spinner and bought in a seamer. He's only gone for 1 in this over.
There he goes again. Even the batting plan is being dictated by the dimensions of the ground today. 2 runs of the over. It's 99 now for no loss. And everyone falls. It's time for drinks.
KY Loom, কাটিং এজ প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি আধুনিক মানের ঢেউটি অধিক টেকসই, মরিচা ও আগুন থেকে সুরক্ষিত। KY Loom, আস্থায় জীবন পার।
Kudus, what happened? Nothing happened, sir. We are proud, sir. Why? Look, sir. Crown cement, sir. So? Made in Bangladesh, sir. Your building, my country's cement. We are very proud, sir.
এই আবেগের মূল্য আমরা বুঝি বলেই প্রতিনিয়ত কাজ করে যাচ্ছি আমাদের রপ্তানির দিগন্ত প্রসারিত করতে। ক্রাউন সিমেন্ট, রপ্তানির শীর্ষে বাংলাদেশি গ্লোবাল সিমেন্ট। কোনোভাবেই প্রতারিত হবেন না। চাকরি পাওয়া, লটারি জেতা বা ভুলে টাকা চলে গেছে এসব বলে প্রতারক আপনাকে টাকা পাঠানোর জন্য অনুরোধ কিংবা চাপ প্রয়োগ করতে পারে। এ ধরনের কোনো কথায় কখনো কান দিবেন না। আপনার বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্টের পিন নাম্বার এবং বিকাশ থেকে পাঠানো ভেরিফিকেশন কোড অত্যন্ত গোপনীয় ব্যক্তিগত তথ্য। এসব তথ্য অন্যকে বলে নিজের টাকাকে ঝুঁকির মুখে ফেলবেন না। মনে রাখবেন, বিকাশ কখনো গ্রাহকের কাছ থেকে পিন কিংবা ভেরিফিকেশন কোড জানতে চায় না।
প্রথম বেতন শুধু অর্থ নয়, এনে দেয় সম্মানও। আজকে সন্ধ্যায় বাবার সাথে পাশের ক্যাফেতে দেখা করব 7টায়। যখন বিল আসবে তখন বাবা না, আমি বিল দিব। আজকে বাবার সাথে এভাবে না, এভাবে কথা বলবো। কি স্পেশাল আজকে? আমার প্রথম বেতন। তুমিও তোমার প্রথম বেতন পাওয়ার পদক্ষেপ নাও। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি ক্যারিয়ার ফাউন্ডেশনে লগ ইন করো, কারণ প্রথম বেতন শুধু অর্থ নয়, এনে দেয় সম্মানও।
প্রতি চুমুকে বাংলাদেশের সেরা আশিনা আমের রিফ্রেশিং স্বাদ। ট্রপিকানা ফ্রুটস, বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর জুস ব্র্যান্ডের একটি পণ্য। ক্যাপ খোলো, খাও, রিফ্রেশ হয়ে যাও। ট্রপিকানা ফ্রুটস এখন বাংলাদেশে।
লাইভ ক্রিকেট ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ দেখুন গেম অন অ্যাপে। 89 টাকায় 5 জিবি ইন্টারনেট কিনে এনজয় করুন 5 দিনের ফ্রি সাবস্ক্রিপশন। বাংলা লিঙ্ক।
সামার এনজয় করো ঠান্ডা চকোলেটি পুষ্টিতে।
এই গরমে একটা ঠান্ডা নিউজ দেই। এখন মাই জিপি অ্যাপে নির্দিষ্ট ইন্টারনেট প্যাকে 10% বোনাস। বেশি থাকতে কম নেবেন কেন?
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। রবি নিয়ে এলো ইচ্ছে ডালা, আছে এমার্জেন্সি লোকেশন অ্যালার্ট। রবি
এসএমসি নিয়ে এলো আদর্শ বেবি ডায়াপার স্মাইল, যা সোনামণিকে রাখে শুষ্ক, র্যাশ মুক্ত, 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত সুরক্ষিত। আমার কাছে ওর হাসি সবচেয়ে দামি।
মিষ্টি আমের মজায় লাইফ হোক ফ্রুটোময়।
He doesn't mind playing against Bangladesh. 13 innings, average of 61, strike rate of 91, 2 centuries, 350s. He plays well against them. And if he gets another 7 or 8, then he won't do that average any harm. Right, Musaddiq comes in. Bangladesh's backup off spinner really when Mehdi Hassan is playing in the side, because he's a wonderful late order striker but also a very decent off spinner. 14 wickets from 32 games tells you why he's always been a backup to Mehdi Hassan. Economy of 5, they'll take that most days. And as you'd imagine, he's bowling with the long boundary on the onside for support. 3 fielders on the boundary there. So 99 for Nola. Sanjay Manjrekar.
Yeah, continuing my obsession today with Lokesh Rahul. Just have a look at this now. The amount of times he's found the fielder. Shots played straight to the fielder. Whereas Rohit Sharma somehow manages to find more gaps, and that's why the dot ball percentage is about 50. Rahul has gone over 60. 100 comes up. Have a look at this again. Straight to the fielder. Again, finds the fielder. Good looking shot. And I just get the feeling that he's just a bit too preoccupied with his technique and his game, not really focusing on finding the gaps and scoring runs. It's high time the class now translates into consistent runs and big runs for Rahul. Yeah, just to finish off on Rahul, just got a little stat on the dot ball percentage. I just fleetingly mentioned about Rohit Sharma just being about 50. In the first 10 overs, there's a higher percentage of dot balls, but today he's got 31 of the 53 that he's faced. And that's something that he's got to work at.
Today's an opportunity though for him. He's got to a start. He's been through a turbulent few months, KL Rahul. He's been in and out of the side, had a little suspension. So maybe he's a bit uncertain about what he's doing. The confidence will take time to come back. India's third century partnership in this World Cup. Rohit Sharma had one with Shikhar Dhawan and then one against Pakistan with KL Rahul.
I think he struggled. That's what initially what Sanjay Manjrekar was mentioning, and did an analysis. But once you have that sort of a start, then you can actually cover up, because he's still unbeaten on 43 or 54. You can easily pick up 100 here.
It's excellent footwork. Maybe a sign of confidence. 6 off the over. 105 for no loss.
প্রবলেমে ভরা অফিস লাইফকে ইজি করতে আছে ম্যাটাডোর স্টেশনারি।
কি রে, হেরে গেলি? হেরে তো যাবই। খুশকি? হ্যাঁ, গরম থেকে ঘাম, ঘাম থেকে খুশকি, খুশকি আর হবে না।
অ্যাক্টিভ লাইফে ড্যান্ড্রফ মুক্ত থাকতে লেবু ও জেড সমৃদ্ধ সানসিল্ক হিজাব অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রফ শ্যাম্পু, যা খুশকি রোধ করে। খুশকি মুক্ত সতেজ চুল। সানসিল্ক হিজাব অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রফ শ্যাম্পু।
5 overs for 36, Mushraf Murtaza. Saifuddin 4 overs for 25. The others have been better. Shakib 4 overs 14, Fiz 4 overs 23, Mustafizur. Bangladesh's best bowler, him and Shakib. Right, Rubel said. "29 years old now. Was very excited in 2015 to see him and Taskin Ahmed bowl together. Because every good team tends to have two quality quick bowlers." Oh, good shot down the ground. Always bowls a fuller lens, does Rubel, and he was ready for it, KL Rahul.
Yeah, loose delivery from Rubel Hussain, but KL Rahul was ready. It was a lovely shot down the ground on the onside, not missing on it. That's what he can do, even with the slowest start. He can really cover up in the later part of his inning. That's exactly what is happening at the moment for KL Rahul. Fans loving it. It's a lovely shot.
Oh, should have been stopped. What that does is it allows KL Rahul to come back for a second and just heave a little sigh of relief as he goes past 50. He's second in the tournament. It's that time, isn't it, Athar? When you know a player struggling a little bit, is on the verge of a landmark, you want to deny him every single.
50 of 57 now. It's sloppy in the field, Bangladesh. And remember that catch when Rohit Sharma was batting on only 9. They've only got themselves to blame.
Oh, well bowled. The one that leaves the right-hander is predominantly in-slanting bowler. Now then, he thinks he heard something. He looks very curious. Does Rubel? Looked at one of the fielders, looked at the keeper. No, he didn't. There's a reason the bowlers are the most optimistic inhabitants of our planet. I think KL Rahul getting runs would have been on top of a wish list for India today, to get another batsman back in form, back in confidence. He's very much a confidence player. You see him open the batting in the IPL. He scored a 50 in 15 balls. Takes on the bowling. You can see that he's shot on confidence, runs behind him. Might well see a different batsman in the later stages of this World Cup.
Important for KL Rahul and also Rohit Sharma. Once you get set and get into your own groove, getting used to the pace of the pitch and looking really good. Both the batsmen, you would want to convert these starts into a big 100. You know Rohit Sharma has done it in the past, but it's important for someone like KL Rahul. Once he's got an opportunity to play a really long inning, bat deep and get to the 3-figure mark. The fielder on the offside, Musaddiq, Litun, Saif, protecting the offside inside the circle.
Oh, beautiful. There is something majestic about a cover drive that's well played. We've seen 2 from KL Rahul in this over, 1 the straight drive. Now the cover drive. 12 of Rubel's first over. It's 117 for no loss.
এলো নতুন উদ্যমে নতুন শক্তিতে হাল্ক।
কিছু ছেলের কুলনেস একদমই আলাদা। কুল ডিওড্রেন্ট বডি স্প্রে 6টি লং লাস্টিং ভ্যারিয়েন্টে। কুল বডি স্প্রে ফর লং লাস্টিং কুলনেস।
হার না মানা দৃঢ়তায় আমরা এগিয়ে যাই নতুন দিনের প্রতিশ্রুতিতে, আর বিশ্বাসের সাথে বলি হাল ছিল না বাংলাদেশ। জিপিএইচ ইস্পাত, দৃঢ়তার প্রতিশ্রুতি।
ডালো ক্যাপ্টেন ক্যালসিয়াম, প্রোটিন, আয়োডিন ও ভিটামিন সমৃদ্ধ পুষ্টিকর দুধের সাথে আছে চকলেটি স্বাদ।
Tacked Rubel's first over for 12. Now Musaddiq. There's something there for the spinner. I think both sides have been greatly influenced by the dimensions in their choice of players. Now take a look at this. Classical. Beautiful to watch. The timing exquisite too. But as Athar said, the placement the key. Well, both teams have been hugely influenced by the boundary. I suspect even more than the surface by the boundary dimensions. I do not believe it's been one of my pet peeves at this World Cup. This is a Cricket World Cup. This is the biggest tournament in the world. It comes every 4 years. You cannot have sides determining their strategy based on dimensions. 58 boundaries, beaten boundaries should not be allowed. We saw it at Lord's the other day. We've seen it twice here now in Birmingham. It's a World Cup.
It's a pretty big square if you look at the number of pitches. You know, they've gone back on the same surface which India played. But you have ample opportunity. Look at the number of pitches on the square. Quite a lot, isn't it? And you talk about the team selection, Harsha. It's just not one team. Both teams have decided to drop the extra spinner. Might have done a world of good if they hang on to the spinners, because the spinners are actually bowling well here. Trying to heat that one, getting an inside edge. So just given a 5 in the first 5 deliveries. It's not a bad over from someone like Musaddiq Hussain. And he's also bowling to 2 well-set batsmen.
Was in the air. He would have kicked himself had it carried. 122 for no loss.
আরে সিটগুলো এমন চিপা বসাই যাচ্ছে না।
এক্সকিউজ মি,
রূপে তোমার আগুন জ্বলে যৌবন ভরা অঙ্গ।
সোজা হয়ে বসেন, ভদ্রভাবে বসেন।
সরি
আপু।
সরি আপু।
ঝালে কাজ হয়, রুচি ঝাল চানাচুর, ঝালেই জাদু।
সুজুকি পাওয়ার প্লে অফারে এখন থাকছে সুজুকি জিক্সারে 18,000 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও সুজুকি হায়াতে 20,000 টাকা ক্যাশ বোনাস। সাথে পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় হেলমেট একদম ফ্রি।
69 in the first and 53 in the next two. India will be very happy with the way this match has progressed. He's got himself a new bat, has KL Rahul. Oh, good ball. Every time he gets the ball to leave the right-hander, he's doing well. 50 for KL Rahul. As Sanjay said, he hit a lot to the fielders, but when he wasn't doing that, he was playing some gorgeous shots. It's always very pretty batsman, much like Rohit Sharma. The last two boundaries were superb. Second over for Rubel. Saurav Ganguly's got something for us.
India were a lot more positive in the first power play against Bangladesh. You see on your screen the power play against England, where a few boundaries were scored on the shorter side, 3 boundaries to be precise, and that's what they did today against Bangladesh. A lot more boundaries on either side of the wicket, and more so on the shorter side. Yes, you can contribute that to a bit of a loose bowling from Bangladesh at times, which Rohit, and that's in the air. He'll look to come back for the second. It's very strong on the back foot, Rohit Sharma. We'll continue on that. So it's been a mixture of short boundaries and loose bowling from Bangladesh. Having said that, little surprised to see both the teams playing an extra fast bowler. Shakib bowling from the Birmingham Road end and hasn't been hit so much on the shorter side of the ground. So the dimensions may be short, but if you bowl well, this sort of a pitch where spinners will have a lot of role to play, it doesn't matter how big the boundary is.
Saurav Ganguly did the pitch report as well. You wanted a second spinner, didn't you, both sides?
Absolutely, I think both the teams have missed a trick, Bangladesh and India both, and India in very good position, 124 for no loss after 20 overs. And where does Bangladesh get a wicket from? Shakib has looked the most threatening to take a wicket in the middle overs, and it's going to be hard work for them from here on.
Yeah, I think also if you look at Mustafizur Rahman, I thought he bowled well, created that early chance which saw Tamim Iqbal dropping a pretty easy catch in the deep. So they've got to go back to either Shakib, as Saurav Ganguly suggested, or Mustafizur Rahman. I think the spinners, if you look at both the spinners, Musaddiq and Shakib, they've only given away 25 in the 6 overs that they have bowled so far. That's the reason why Saurav Ganguly kept on saying that perhaps it was a better to play an extra spinner.
Oh, bit of yes and no. Trouble at the non-strikers, and briefly before they gathered their wits, got the distance 4 of the over, 126 for no loss.
Neo Vigo LED TV, real 4K pictures, Dolby Digital sound, Vigo LED TV, feel like real.
Tamim Iqbal, how much will he score tonight?
15,
20.
30, 60. সবচেয়ে বেশি ডিসকাউন্ট পাওয়া যাবে আর কোথাও না, শুধুমাত্র ফুড পান্ডায়। চিয়ার্স!
লাইফে নতুন মাত্রার এনার্জি আর ভাব দিতে এলো গিয়ার। এবার লাইফ চলবে টপ গিয়ারে। গিয়ারে থাকো।
Musaddiq. KL giving himself a little bit of room, wanting to exploit that offside and maybe the short boundary. It's been an outstanding start given the contrast of the last game. Skipper still has his fans. That sounded good, long on. Can only watch. Not sure if it's caught in that crowd, Sanjay. That was a good strike.
And he wasn't looking for the short boundary. This is where he's just mind-boggling, Rohit Sharma. After Yuvraj Singh, now that he's retired, the man with the best bat swing in the world. Look at the distance of that one. So respectfully disagree with the thoughts made earlier about teams missing a trick here on this pitch and not playing more spinners. Just a massive risk. If Mehdi Hassan, the off-spinner, had played against a team that has only right-handers, you have to bowl him from one end, and here's a spinner being taken on. I know there's turn in this pitch, but it's just too risky an option when you have such a short side boundary. Shakib's success is because he's an exceptional bowler in form. Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav found out yesterday they were bowling for, there wasn't as much turn. It's a massive gamble when you have a 59-meter boundary. Sunday, I should be saying. Yesterday we were all taking a break, isn't it? I was at the next session actually working on following the Bangladesh team and the preparations. And with Plunkett's success, Bish, you know, Moeen Ali dropped and Plunkett played for England, and his effectiveness, and it was a master stroke with selection. I can't fault both captains for going against spin and trusting the seamers, because there is slowness in the pitch for the seamers to exploit as well. Here we go, more runs against the spinner. 13 runs in the over. Rohit Sharma getting in the next gear. It's 139 for no wicket.
প্রথম বেতন শুধু অর্থ নয়, এনে দেয় সম্মানও। আজকে সন্ধ্যায় বাবার সাথে পাশের ক্যাফেতে দেখা করব 7টায়। যখন বিল আসবে তখন বাবা না, আমি বিল দিব। আজকে বাবার সাথে এভাবে না, এভাবে কথা বলবো। কি স্পেশাল আজকে? আমার প্রথম বেতন। তুমিও তোমার প্রথম বেতন পাওয়ার পদক্ষেপ নাও। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি ক্যারিয়ার ফাউন্ডেশনে লগ ইন করো, কারণ প্রথম বেতন শুধু অর্থ নয়, এনে দেয় সম্মানও। 14টিরও বেশি ভিটামিন ও মিনারেল সমৃদ্ধ বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর সেলিং মিল্ক পাউডার নিরো পটিগ্রো।
লাইট জ্বলতে মনে পড়লো এ মাসের ডেস্কো বিল তো দেওয়া হয়নি। অসুবিধা নেই, বিকাশ অ্যাপের পে বিল থেকে ঘরে বসেই দিয়ে দেবো। পল্লী বিদ্যুৎ বিল দিতে বাবাকে আর লাইনে দাঁড়াতে হয় না, আমিই দেই। বিকাশ অ্যাপে এটাও হয়। ছোট বোন ভাবছে ইন্টারনেটের বিল দিতে আমি ভুলে গেছি, ও তো জানে না এটাও বিকাশ অ্যাপে হয়। অ্যাপ দিয়ে আমার সব ধরনের বিল বিকাশ করি, কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই। বিকাশ অ্যাপ একদম সিম্পল।
Of the hand, just that one finger kind of seamers the release, couldn't control it.
Rubal Hussain. He's a wonderful, easy striker of the ball. 4 sixes to Rohit Sharma today. Pulled to a short side of the ground, inside out to a short side, and then going to the big side. Massive. Lovely shot, full control, and another boundary to Rohit Sharma.
Rubal Hussain is in his third over. He's conceded 21 already. Must try and take pace off. This is not a pitch where you hit the deck with pace, and it's pulled him off the front foot. England team is bowling second on this pitch last game, just taking the pace off. Plunkett, the most difficult bowler to get away, is taking the pace of Mark Wood easier. He was bowling with pace.
.300s already for Rohit Sharma in this World Cup, and what has that done? It's helped him to leapfrog David Warner. 520 runs. Kumar Sangakkara in the last World Cup in 2015 at 400s. Can Rohit now equal him? Shahid is here as well. Since 2016, Rohit Sharma, nearly 4,000 runs, averaging 67 at a strike rate of 95, 1700s. My goodness, that must be greatness.
Just one.
Yeah, just on the topic of Rohit Sharma. Yeah, look at those averages. These are Indian batsmen who plunder runs in Asia. And also, people like Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan as well, Virat Kohli get runs overseas as well. So those averages, and none of those averages are at a strike rate of 60 or 70. They are well into the 90s, if not 100. Shikhar Dhawan, strike rate of 90, average of 40. Virat Kohli as well. So you can see the field here now as Rubel Hussain runs in.
Good running. We talked about Kumar Sangakkara's 400 last World Cup, worked with him again yesterday. He's a fascinating personality to work with on commentary, Kumar, because he lives every ball that Sri Lanka are involved in. 147 without loss.
প্রতিদিনের পলিউশন আপনার চুলকে ড্যামেজ করে। আমি ফ্যাশন ডিজাইনার, আমাকে বাইরে যেতেই হয়, কিন্তু বাইরে এত পলিউশন, আমার চুল অনেক ড্রাই হয়ে যায়। নতুন ডাভ এনভায়রনমেন্টাল ডিফেন্স লোটাস এক্সট্রাক্ট যুক্ত, এটি চুল ডিটক্সিফাই করে আর পলিউশন ড্যামেজ 100% পর্যন্ত কমিয়ে আনে। চুলে পুষ্টি যোগান আর রাখুন প্রাণবন্ত সব সময়। নতুন ডাভ এনভায়রনমেন্টাল ডিফেন্স।
উদ্যমী এই বাংলাদেশকে সার্ভো জানায় সেলুট। সার্ভো ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়ান অয়েল।
আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্সের প্রেসকো কন্টেইনার, ছোট বড় নানান সাইজ, নান্দনিক ডিজাইন ও গুণগত মান নিয়ে জয় করে চলেছে সবার আস্থা।
দেশ জুড়ে প্রেসকো কন্টেইনার।
After 2 years and bowling that first ball to Nicholas Purran and getting out has to be one of the moments of Cricket World Cup 2019 so far. Literally now Bangladesh needs some fizz in the bowling, because the run rate is skyrocketing. And Ian Bishop's favourite bowler, Mustafizur Rahman, comes into bowl. Left arm fast medium. Look at that economy rate. Completed his 10 just once in this tournament.
Beautiful, masterful, and glorious.
What do you say of this? Sure. The earlier occasion there was that 6 where there was a massive bat swing. In fact, that bat finishing on the back of Rohit Sharma, and this one was just a little punch, a thrust with the bat, not the full flow of the bat. What a shot. Boy, 300 tournament 6, and what a 6 to achieve that landmark.
The side of the ground at one part of your plan could be to invite him to play the pull or the hook again, because it's a bigger side of the ground.
We watched him over the years and marveled at his skills and his stroke play. Most sixes is now number 4. Morgan got 14 of the 2021 innings. Let's make sure to check with Mazhar before I open my big mouth. 17, it tells me. Right, have a look at these 2 sixes from Rohit Sharma and watch the bat swing. Look at that, the full arc. This one just a little push. Both were sixes. He's just an incredible player to watch. The one change that I see, Bish, with Rohit Sharma, which I want to share with everyone, is the conversion. I've seen Rohit Sharma mature as a batsman, as a person, since he's had leadership roles in different formats, different teams, until 2016. Yeah, look at that one. That's massive. So until 2016, his conversion rate of 50s to 100s was just about 22%. That was a time when Rohit Sharma promised a big score but didn't quite get it. Played a wild shot and got out. Might want to come back for the second. He does on a weak arm. Well done. Good running. But since 2016, the conversion rate has gone up to 51%. That's the maturity of Rohit Sharma. He doesn't squander starts anymore. 1650s, 1700s since 2016. And that's the big change that you see in Rohit Sharma, the maturity.
.158 without loss.
just to cover, just in case. Shubman Sarkar, of course, the opener for Bangladesh, but the last couple of matches has batted down the order. That's the field. 2 inside the circle, 2 on the boundary. And you can see not too many behind square because there's no pace. But Shubman Sarkar will give to the batsman, so a lot of protection in front for Rohit Sharma. Bowled 4, conceded just 14, so every over of his will be like gold dust, used judiciously by Bangladesh.
It's been a wonderful opening partnership, the highest opening partnership of any team in this World Cup so far. Bairstow and Roy were the previous holders on Sunday here against India. 160.
That was a brilliant partnership, because stage 2, very strong teams. You see Rahul's frustration. He knows what's going wrong with his batting. You can see that, just hitting his pad with the bat after that last shot, finding the fielder again. Doesn't get pace, Lokesh Rahul, off the pitch. This finds it a little difficult.
.164 without loss.
48, 49, 50 মোবাইলে এত টাকা জীবনে কেউ পাঠায় না। ভাই এক গ্লাস পানি দিন।
নগদে একবারে সর্বোচ্চ 50,000 টাকা পাঠানো যায়। নগদ ডাক বিভাগের ডিজিটাল লেনদেন।
Good. What happened? Nothing happened, sir. We are proud, sir. Why? Look, sir. Crown cement, sir. So? Made in Bangladesh, sir. Your building, my country's cement. We are very proud, sir.
এই আবেগের মূল্য আমরা বুঝি বলেই প্রতিনিয়ত কাজ করে যাচ্ছি আমাদের রপ্তানির দিগন্ত প্রসারিত করতে। ক্রাউন সিমেন্ট, রপ্তানির শীর্ষে বাংলাদেশের গ্লোবাল সিমেন্ট। 6 গুণ মিল্ক ময়েশ্চার আর বেলি সুবাস আপনাকে দেবে ফ্রেশ এন্ড ইয়াঙ্গার লুকিং স্কিন। মেরিল মিল্ক এন্ড বেলি সোপার, ফ্রেশ মানে সুন্দর।
As you can see now, Mashrafi Mortaza a little worried about Rubel Hussain and the pace that he was giving the batsman to play shots on the up. So after 4 overs for 28, he's been taken off the attack. Shakir Al Hassan in the attack, economy rate of 3.5. It's just brilliant. And I guess he's more in the attack, not so much to control, but maybe get a wicket at this stage. Because partnership so far, opening partnership.
Waiting for the moment, hoping for the moment. 94 to Rohit. Could be 2. No, just 1. 95 to Rohit Sharma.
This is scary enough. Bangladesh is one of the supporters, always very passionate. That's the charm of India-Bangladesh matches. Rohit Sharma batting on 95 and we are only in the 27th over. Keep harping on this fact of Rohit Sharma when he reaches his first 100. It's only with Rohit Sharma when he gets the one-day 100, you start visualizing or expecting a double 100. He's got 3 double 100s. You get the impression when you watch him bat, especially after he gets 100. You don't get the impression that he's done with the innings. It's 169 for no wicket.
উইংস ন্যাচারাল লেমনের রিফ্রেশিং স্বাদে সব ভুলে এবার মনের পাঙ্খা খোল।
মানুষ তো কথা বলবেই, কিন্তু সৌন্দর্য আমাদের অধিকার। আর আমার সৌন্দর্যের শুরু লাক্সের সাথে। 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদান সমৃদ্ধ লাক্স, যা দেয় কোমল ও সুরভিত ত্বক বহুক্ষণ জুড়ে। সৌন্দর্য আমাদের অধিকার, লাক্স।
সুজুকি পাওয়ার প্লে অফারে এখন থাকছে সুজুকি জিক্সারে 18,000 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও সুজুকি হায়াতে 20,000 টাকা ক্যাশ বোনাস। সাথে পাচ্ছেন আকর্ষণীয় হেলমেট একদম ফ্রি।
অস্ট্রেলিয়া ও নিউজিল্যান্ড সহ বিশ্বের আধুনিক ফার্মে খাঁটি গরু খাঁটি দুধ থেকে তৈরি হয় ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। গরু খাঁটি তো দুধও খাঁটি।
100 and then after that it just takes off. Yeah, there you go. Balls to the second 100. That makes for interesting reading. We'll just stay on this for a while. See what Shumba Sharkar bowled the next ball. Rohit Sharma is on strike, 96 not out. Now let's go back to those numbers. These are very interesting numbers. So the first 100, it takes his time, Rohit Sharma. Today he's got 83 balls, so 114 balls in that list for his first 100. The next 100 comes of 42. 100 balls for the second, next one, and 51. 115 versus Sri Lanka 2017 for the first 100. The next one coming in 36 balls. So that's the kind of progression Rohit Sharma has. The flourish after he gets 100. Rahul is increasingly getting frustrated with his own batting. It's interesting when you look at the replacements that they've got for players injured. Shikhar Dhawan, the opener, injured. Rishabh Pant comes in not as an opener but just as a batsman with some danger value attached to his batting. Call wide by the umpire. Vijay Shankar with a toe niggle ruled out of the tournament. He's the number 4 middle order batsman. Bit of seam bowling. Who replaces him? Mayank Agarwal. So it's not man-for-man replacement. India's just trying to cover the areas of concern, and one of the areas I believe is Rahul at the top of the order. So once they lost Shikhar Dhawan, their prolific run-getter at the top, especially in ICC tournaments, Rahul taking up that position. Maybe he's not convinced the team management that he's tailor-made for it, and that's why Mayank Agarwal, an opener who's already made his test debut, a couple of 70s in Australia, he's come into the squad. He's on to 98, Rohit Sharma. Shumba Sharkar has done well so far. Rubel Hussain went for 7 runs and over. 6 so far in his 1.5 overs, so taking the pace off is the mantra today. Lokesh Rahul